Make no mistake. War is coming. With all its glory and all its horror.
Welcome back. We've got good and bad news tonight from our UNN headquarters on Korhal. The influx of refugees has dropped as various fringe worlders have found new planets on which to settle. For the bad news, let's go to Kate Lockwell. Kate?
What? Is the feed open? Hi, yes, hi Donnie. Well, many of the refugees are starting new colonies, and they've declared themselves independent of the Dominion.
They have no faith in Emperor Mengsk's leadership.
Well, Donnie, they mostly seem like regular folks who are scared about the current crisis, and angry that the Dominion didn't do more to save them. Some of them have praised Jim
Thanks for that, Kate. You heard it here first. Serious questions about Emperor Mengsk's leadership across the fringe worlds.
Can he warn me when he's gonna do that?
Funny how people take it personal when you abandon them to the Zerg.
Damn shame Doc Hanson stayed behind. She was just about to fall for my roguish charms, too. You ain't gonna tell me you weren't just a little bit tempted to stay with her, are you?
I've been down that road before, Tychus. I took my shot at a normal life a long time ago. Ain't no going back now.
Couple of badasses like us ain't cut out for the quiet life anyway. Yes, sir. Destiny's got us pegged for something way bigger.
You know, I've been watching the logs. Those damn Protoss are still way ahead of us. I can't believe some of the stunts they can pull off.
They've been working to improve their tech, just like us.
Man, did you see the size of that Protoss ship? Don't matter how often I see them, those guys always come out with something that makes your jaw drop. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about it. They've learned some new tricks since the last time we fought.
I mean, come on. Since when could they warp in guys just anywhere?
I'd be more impressed if they were using all that power against the Zerg. It's stupid to be killing Protoss when you should be teaming up with them against Carrion.
Listen, they deserved it, and you did the right thing. Friends don't let friends massacre civilians, Jim. I'm proud of you for standing up to them.
Ah, Commander Raynor. I thought we might discuss the expedition to Char. Now...
This is a dangerous game you're playing, kid. What's your stake in all this?
Jim, I really think we should... I can see why my father wants to kill you.
I asked you a question.
Everyone wonders if I will be as good an emperor as my father. But I want something more. To prove that I will be a better emperor and a better man.
That shouldn't be hard.
If I reform the worst mass murderer in history, make her human again, teamed with the famous outlaw Jim Raynor, that's all the proof I'll need.
So I'm just a cog in your machine.
If it gets you what you want, do you care?
Guess I don't.
Sir, I have to question your objectivity on this alliance. It's obviously a trap.
I got it covered, Matt. I'm asking you to trust me.
We were starting to make real progress against Mengsk. If we go after the Queen of Blades, we're throwing that away.
This is bigger than Mengsk. Matt, if we succeed on Char, we'll save billions of lives. Billions. Mengsk can wait.
I didn't sign up for this.
You signed up to follow my orders. If you can't do that anymore, then get the hell off my ship!
Sir.
Commander, our mutual friends at the Mobius Foundation have located the last artifact fragment. When this final piece is secured, we can proceed to Char and confront Kerrigan. Good luck, Mr. Raynor. I fear you'll need it. My Mobius associates have finally tracked down the last piece of the artifact. It's on a derelict Zelnaga ship, located within the Sigma Quadrant.
Pretty far off the beaten path, Junior.
The artifact is... here. The ship has several ripfield generators which disintegrate everything at a molecular level in a matter of moments. Fortunately, our new Minotaur-class battlecruisers should be able to survive the fields long enough to destroy the generators.
Anything else we should know?
Well, long-range scans have identified a sizable Tal'Darim force holding in the area.
We are in way over our heads on this one, Jimmy. Walking into rip fields. I didn't sign up for no suicide mission. We should just take the money and run.
Getting cold feet, Tygus?
I lost 9 years in prison on account of you. Ain't tossing what's left of my life away just so you can rescue your little princess. Remember, you owe me, partner.
Not enough to quit on something like this. You're relieved. You can sit this one out, partner.
Fine, then. You know where I'll be.
Adjutant, prep the ship for jump. Let's get this over with.
Okay, so before we get going here for this mission with Valarian, we are just going to grab some upgrades for our Banshees. We have the cross-spectrum dampeners, which makes it so their cloak lasts longer, very good. And then we also have the shockwave missile batteries, which makes it so they attack in a line. And I think it's really good at dealing with big packed groups of enemies. I think they also do bonus damage to buildings, if the building's large enough to get hit with multiple shots. We're going to grab that. Then we're going to come on over here to the cantina, and we are going to get the Duskwing Mercenary Group. And it's going to be all for now. We might grab the Hell's Angels later, but I'm not really sure. But for now, we're just going to grab this group, and let's go do the mission.
Caution. Anomalous gravity distortion detected.
There's the first rip field Valarian talked about. The battle cruisers should be able to survive long enough to destroy the generator, but only if they concentrate their fire. Got it.
Alright, so grab your battle cruisers here and send them on in. I'm going to do an attack command in here. We'll take out these stalkers first. This rip field, as you can see, well, that's not a clear good like this. Guys get attacked by the stalkers. You can see the rip field here is doing some damage, but it's doing it pretty slowly. So we're fine, you know, don't be afraid to take out guys in between you and the rip fields. As you can see, the stalkers did a lot more damage than the field did. So.
Sir. Quick smash and grab?
We're gonna need more than a couple of battle cruisers to blast our way through.
Take your time, Commander. I'd rather do this right and get the artifact.
Alright, so let's get some guys over here. Get some guys on gas. Gas is going to be a big deal on this mission.
We'll be lucky to find any normal resources here. But centuries of asteroid impacts have scattered mineral fragments and crystallized Vespene all over the wreck.
Alright, we'll scout around and see what we can pick up.
Alright, so like Horner and Raynor were saying right there, resources are kind of a big deal on this mission. And gas is going to be a big one because you need a lot of it to make battle cruisers. So we want to harvest this out as quickly as we can. We're eventually going to run out of minerals over here, but for now, just start making some guys. And I'm thinking that should probably be about enough for now. And then we are going to expand over to this expansion as soon as we can. But then after we take this one, if you look, that's the last one on the whole map. And the Protoss are mining that right now. But, so we're going to have to build up a little bit before we go over there and take it. But priority 1 at this point is base defense. The Protoss are going to be sending transports over to our little island here pretty regularly. And we need to be ready to deal with that. So for the moment, our battle cruisers will be able to handle them. But eventually, we're going to want to have our battle cruisers where we can take them out and have them attack. And before we can do that... Stop repairing. Before we can do that, we're going to need to build up our base a little bit so that we can defend. We'll also need 2, maybe 3 more battle cruisers before we move. But we'll get to that in a minute. Right now, we just got to build up our defense. So I'm going to build 2 bunkers here, start making Marines. And we'll get both these bunkers filled, and I think I'll eventually call in the siege breakers, and that should be about all we need. And then we can kind of ignore defending here. Now later, once we've moved over here and effectively gotten control of this whole sort of platform, we're going to move our defense and build it again here, and that will prevent, it'll protect this base. It'll also protect this base here because all the transports are going to have to fly over this area. So we'll be able to engage and attack them before they even reach this island, but that's a ways off yet. So for right now, we're going to get a few of these things built. I'm going to build a perdition turret right in the middle there for fun. Oh, we do not quite have enough supply depots to completely block this off. Let's build another one there. Here comes the first attack on our base. Our defense is not quite ready yet, but that's all right. Like I said, right now we have these nice battle cruisers that will be able to help. They will get the job done until we are in a better position here. Be sure to make enough supply depots to completely close off access. We'll also make a missile turret on each side.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough energy.
You healed?
I'm going to grab my battle cruisers here. We should have a few minutes before the next wave comes in. And I'm just going to have them come out here and clear the rest of this platform. There's a couple of stalkers out here. Some guys down here as well. There's a lot of minerals and Vespine out there. And we're going to grab that in a minute. Oh, okay, we got another attack coming in here on the main base. So we'll pull the... I think we took care of it. Okay. So, yep, clear everything down here. There's some stalkers. There was an Archon. I think we already killed it. We'll bring these guys up here. Have him repair that and then go over there. Alright, so at this point we're going to start making some air units. Move our starport over onto that tech lab. When we call in the siege breakers, we'll call in the siege breakers. One on each side should be good. RCV stuck, he's stuck. That's fine. First thing we're going to make is a medevac. We will eventually need them to transport our guys over to the other island. Oh, we got a carrier coming in. Be sure to focus that carrier, or it'll pick away at us over time.
What's our target? Ready for dust off.
Alright, so you can have him get in the medevac and we'll get him out of there. I'm going to make 2 science vessels. Now these are going to be very important as we go forward. Science vessels are very nice because they let us repair without using... well, let us repair units, I should say, not buildings. But we can repair units and not use any minerals to do so. And since minerals are so scarce on this map, the ability to do that is quite good. So I'm going to make 2 armories, and once these science vessels come out here in a second, we are going to switch and start making battle cruisers. We're going to get 5 or 6 of them, and we're going to start moving on the other island at that point. Okay, there we go. There's our science vessels. They're going to heal up our battle cruisers.
We're running low on minerals at this location. Additional mineral supplies have been located nearby. Mineral field depleted.
Now this mission's kind of slow, because we have to make battle cruisers, and they take a long time to create, and they move slow, so I'm afraid that's just kind of the nature of it. But later, we are going to kind of counter that with Banshees. And now, Banshees are actually pretty good on this mission. Now, the rift fields do damage, not a tremendous amount, and obviously the battlecruisers can survive longer in the rift fields, but the Banshees are very fast, so they can get in and out of the rift fields faster than the battle cruisers and ultimately end up being in pretty good shape. So, okay, I don't know if we want to wait. I would kind of like to have one more. Oh, we got void rays. Take them out. I would like to have one more battle cruiser, but I'm thinking we're just gonna move, start making one. We're probably gonna move with what we got for now. Oh, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot to go pick up all this stuff. Here I was thinking to myself, oh, I could have sworn I had more resources last time. That would do it. So yeah, get your marine, move around here, grab all that. All right. Get another battle cruiser going. I'll probably still roll out with basically what we have. Gonna get our research going to upgrade our ship tech.
What is it?
These four should, well, we'll heal up first. These four should be all right, though. You don't need a tremendous amount of battle cruisers for this first part. And we got a few more coming out. We can always reinforce them here in a minute. So, I guess we'll wait for this one. We'll wait for one more.
In the rear with the gear.
A couple more supply depots. These guys loaded up. How are we doing on gas? Almost done. Actually, this should work out just about perfectly. All right, let's move. So there's some photon cannons over here. We're gonna kind of come in from the top and hopefully go around them.
All right, boys.
Looks like we're gonna encounter one of them. That's all right. It'll just melt. So there is the enemy. And there's another one. Pick up a pylon. All right. Now it takes about 6 Yamato cannons or so to take out one of these. We don't have 6 ships. All right, target the phoenixes and things first. The rift field's not going to do that much damage to us in the meantime. Might need to micro these guys a little bit. All right, and burn that rift field. There we go. All right.
Antaro Tassadar, friend Reno. The Tal'Darim have imprisoned all who oppose them. Release us, and we will gladly fight at your side against them.
Alright, so there's our bonus objective. There are these prisons with Dark Templar in them, and if we free the Dark Templar, they will join us, which is quite good. The Dark Templar don't take damage from the rift fields. It's very nice. You can use them kind of strategically that way. Unfortunately, they can't clear everything. There's detectors and things, but you can use them pretty effectively if you're careful. So, okay, we're gonna take some damage from those things. Bring our science facilities over here. Grab a couple of our battle cruisers and just have them take out this cannon down here. And we are going to start moving all of our SCVs and our command center over to this new spot. Alright, we're going to take out this pylon from afar. Now, we have taken out the only source of minerals that the enemy has. And that is pretty exciting. We're going to toss out a guy up here and get some of this stuff while we wait for the command center. You'd think, okay, now they're going to run out of minerals and things, and they're just going to slowly fade off and not be able to combat us. No, they cheat on this mission. They don't have any places harvesting or anything, and it doesn't matter. They don't need them. But there is an advantage that we get for taking out this base. 2 advantages. The first one is obviously, okay, now we have it, and we can harvest here. and that is very good. The other, maybe less obvious advantage, but it's very good nonetheless, is, okay, we have destroyed their only nexus. They no longer have a source of probes. Oh shoot, we lost a carrier. They no longer have a source of probes. They can no longer remake buildings. We now, basically, any buildings we destroy after this point, they will not rebuild. And that is very good. So, we lost 2 battlecruisers there because I wasn't paying a tremendous amount of attention. That's my fault. We're going to take these battlecruisers down here and clear out some of the stuff. Gonna put 3 of them up here to defend. This one I'm gonna have come down here, and there is another group of Dark Templar down there. We are gonna free them. Get the last few SCVs from our base. We're actually gonna make a few more SCVs here. There's a lot more minerals, or not, a lot more Vespian gas.
James Raynor. The Tal'Darim will pay for their treachery.
Oh my goodness, we missed a few SCVs. That's fine. So get guys harvesting that gas pretty much right away. We're gonna bring this battlecruiser up with the rest. And we are going to grab these new Dark Templar, send them down this way to get all these minerals, and then we'll send them to take out the second Tal'Darim prism because they won't take damage from the rift field.
SCV ready.
And there they go. Alright, there goes some guys on their way to attack our base. Like I said, what we want to do here is build a new sort of defensive little bulwark like we have over here. But we want to build one down there. We'll leave one guy here to repair. Bring these other 2 guys over here. Alright, we got a nice little group of Dark Templar. We're just going to kind of pick apart these guys down here that are kind of grouping up. Get some of these free resources. There's some zealots over here. Yeah, we'll let those Dark Templar kind of wreak havoc. Now here's the next rift field generator, and we need to move on it pretty quickly. But at this point, we're not going to be using battle cruisers as much. We are going to be kind of changing our focus to Banshees. And then we're going to use battle cruisers a little bit, especially kind of for our final push at the end. But for these real quick kind of strikes, Banshees are, in my opinion, a better option. They're cheaper, they're faster, you can repair them quicker, and I think that for these just sort of little strikes,
Upgrade complete.
they work just as well, if not better, than the battle cruisers. So, oh my goodness.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, stupid of me. Get all those guys over there. Our science facilities. So we're going to start making some Banshees. See here, I built a second starport. We're going to have them meet up right up here. And then here in a minute, we are going to move. In the meantime, it's always good for right now to keep your Dark Templar down here. And because this is where the enemy likes to kind of group up and prepare to move. Also, ooh, like right now, we can see what they are planning on sending at us, which is not something I like. So we are going to take out these carriers, take out this Void Ray, retreat back out of the rift field, and let those medical vessels repair us up. Get that last upgrade going for our air units. Why am I only making Banshees on one of these when I could be making them on two? I don't know. Gonna cancel some of those. We're gonna call in our Dusk Wings.
What's going on?
Once I build a few more supply depots.
Engine screaming. Turbines to full. Roger that.
I kind of sneak forward a little bit and scout ahead with our Dark Templar here, like I had been doing before they sent those carriers to attack us. Grab a little bit more gas. Oh, we always need more supply depots, don't we? We'll build some over here.
Gotcha. Overtime.
All right. And okay, that's a good amount. That's a good amount of Banshees. So we're just gonna grab these guys real quick here.
That's fine. Engine screaming.
Take them on over this way. Throw on the cloak.
Can do. Engine screaming.
As you can see, they are taking damage from the rift field. Right now we're taking damage from 2 rift fields, so it's going to be even greater. But they just burn right through the generator, and we can fly them out quick, quick, quick.
Vault. You're very close to the artifact.
Make peace with your gods, defilers. You will now answer for your crimes.
That Protoss mothership is formidable, sir. Scans indicate it's capable of cloaking nearby friends and phasing enemies out of existence for a short time.
Alright, so that's the mothership. It defends the vault. It doesn't really leave the vault area, so I'm not too worried about it. Bring our Banshees over here. Be sure to decloak. We're going to let them heal up, take out these buildings while we're waiting. Going to move our battle cruisers forward. Now that that rift field is not as close, we can move over and take this position that I'd been talking about taking. And as you can see, it's a very powerful position to hold. We're going to grab one of these guys here and have him go build some bunkers. And where'd I put my medevac?
Picking up or dropping off?
And at this point, we're going to start grabbing some of these guys here from our base and taking them over there.
Complete.
And we'll also make a couple of battle cruisers. We don't need too many.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Aye, aye, sir.
There we go.
Base is under attack.
Alright. Now our defense over here isn't ready yet. That's fine. That's why we have the battle cruisers. Ooh. Void Rays will rip them apart, won't they?
Yes, Commander.
Get these guys over here to patch them up a bit.
Waiting on you. Dropping off.
Oh, yeah.
Light flight's here.
I just realized we made a few more, yeah, no, we won't do that. We made a few more, bunkers than we needed. We'll move the barracks over here and make more guys.
Who called in the fleet? Been waiting on. What's our target? What's that?
Talk to me. Ready for pickup? Here's your stop.
Huh? I'm going.
To deal with any more void rays or anything that show up, because there will be some, we will make a couple of anti-air turrets.
Sure thing.
Additional supply depots required.
More battle cruisers coming. How are we doing on investing here? We have Okay, that one's got a lot of Vespene. We got enough Vespene. We'll be fine. Was a little alarmed with how many battle cruisers we lost so quickly, but I think it will be okay.
Not enough minerals.
Big job, huh? What's going on? Ah! You scared me!
There we go. All right.
This better be good.
Banshees, what are you guys doing?
Loud and clear.
Who wants some?
Receiving headquarters.
You gonna give me orders?
All right, so this is a good little defense here. Basically, this is going to be the bulwark. Anything they want to throw at us is going to have to hit this, and it's going to break. And we are going to be good. So I'm actually going to set the rally point for any of our future battle cruisers to this same spot. Make sure to keep your science facilities in there, or science vessels, in there nice and close.
Mineral field depleted.
And then we'll have these guys just meet up in there, and we are in good shape.
Base.
If you want, you can grab maybe an upgrade or so for them, but it's not that important. Okay, we got carriers coming in, so this is one of the cases where they kind of outrange our defense. We would eventually eat away at them because we'd be able to kill their interceptors faster than they could make them, but you know, we'll just move in and take them out a bit. Oh, supply depots. It's always supply depots, isn't it?
Roger.
Okay, enough of that.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
We're gonna grab these banshees. We're gonna come up here.
Weapons hot. I got this.
We're gonna zip in and take out this prison full of Dark Templar. Just gonna melt.
My blades thirst for vengeance.
We'll bring them in here, not too far, because there's some detectors this way, but they can come in here and scout ahead a little bit, and maybe grab some resources for us. Oh, okay. Too far. Too far. Bring them back up that way. That might have been what that was.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
All right, gonna grab our banshees again and bring them down here.
No problem. Right.
Look up. I do know of a detector over this way. That's fine. It's just gonna melt.
Engaging.
And we can just go right past it. We lost a couple guys there just because the carriers saw us first.
Roger that.
And take out this rip field generator.
Weapons hot.
Oh my goodness, how do they see us now? Okay, there might be a detector over there. We lost a few more guys than I would have liked at that point. But we'll get repaired up.
Upgrade.
Don't forget
complete.
decloak.
Bad news? Yep.
Oh, of course, we got an SCV stuck inside. There we go.
Armed and ready.
All right. So now let's kind of take a minute to just look at what we got here. Most of our minerals are going to run out soon. We've harvested most of our gas. So it's important at this point to really get the... Where'd our medevac go? There it is.
Picking up or dropping off?
Gonna go grab our siege breakers and move them. Really got to think about, you know, what's going to be the most bang for our buck. And it's going to be just a few more battle cruisers. The Banshees are nice because we can make these quick attacks and take out their... the generators and take out pylons and things like that, which are really going to shut them down. But for the eventual assault on the vault, we are going to need at least a few battle cruisers. So we're going to make a few more of those, and we can use our command center here for comm scans now that we don't really need it for the mules. Got a couple of detectors here. Looking for detectors, looking for pylons. And I'm thinking we can make a nice little attack on that here in a second. So, I was going to move our siege breakers. Let me just do that real quick.
Ready for pickup? Here's your stop.
Well, we're doing that. Oh man, we lost a lot of Banshees. We are going to make a little attack with our Banshees.
I got this.
I mean, there's not a lot that's really a threat to them right now. Gonna move in and take out these detectors. And the other nice thing about doing that is after we take out the detectors, we can use these Dark Templar. Alright, we're sending the Banshees back in. Gonna take out that detector there and get back out as fast as we can. There we are. Oh, we keep losing them. That's okay, though. That's okay. That's why it's important that we were making all these battle cruisers, because eventually the Banshees are going to run out. We lose one or two each time. That's just kind of the way it is. But we are going to shut down the enemy piece by piece, because they can't rebuild. I'm going to target the pylons. Oh, how are you guys being seen? Oh, there's another tower. Okay. That should be fine. We'll just take out this pylon up here. I think that the Protoss structures take damage once they lose shields. That might be true. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it is, because that one just got killed by the rift generator. Okay, well, we lost a lot of Dark Templar, but we've pretty much completely crippled this section here. There's no more detectors. That must have been how they were seeing the Banshees last time. But we can move in with the Banshees now, free of detection, take that out, and then we'll come on back. Mostly free of detection. Of course, there's one right on the other side. That's all right. We'll get them out of there.
I bask in the twilight.
And then these other Dark Templar here. I wonder if we can get over and destroy these without being detected. Looks like we can. Alright, so at this point we got a pretty good shot to the temple, but unfortunately the area we want to go through is, you know, double or sometimes even triple rift generator, and that's not good. So down here is going to be the next area we strike from. We have a couple of targets. We have the Dark Templar prison, which we definitely want to get. We also have a rift field generator that's actually going to be pretty easy for us to get to. Why do I still have you guys cloaking? I might make another Banshee or two. We don't have quite enough minerals. We'll grab those. Actually, we might we'll call them the Duskwings. Even better. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of carriers. But our defense is very strong, like I said, and it's just completely destroyed their interceptors. They're making a few more, but right now, they're just sort of dead in the water. Take out this one over here. Did our Duskwings go? Is that all of them? I guess it is. Alright, so we're going to grab these Banshees. I think it's about the only time I've ever had it where we end up with more gas at the end than minerals. If we need more minerals, though, I mean, there's all these areas we could go clear and get some, so. Cloak, we're going to sneak past these carriers. I think that we were being revealed by a detector up there last time. So, going to sneak along here. Actually, no, we're going to go straight for the generator. And then afterwards, we'll destroy the prison when the generator's not there to do damage to us. There we go.
Truly you bring freedom to all.
And then we'll just destroy the last detector in their base. Ooh, watch out for those High Templar. Those will just... Ah, my goodness. Oh my goodness, why did I decloak? Okay. Well, that was not great. Okay, that's fine though. At this point, we really don't need to use any more Banshees. I was gonna maybe do another Banshee raid up here, but that one's actually kind of hard to get to. So we just won't worry about it.
Is under attack.
Now is the time for our battle cruisers to shine. We were building them up. This mission is supposed to be all about battle cruisers, and for the most part it is. But we have crippled the enemy base, and we are going to move on it now. Be sure to target those Void Rays first. They are the natural counter to battle cruisers. Actually, well, I'm thinking this time we are going to bring our healers with us. I didn't bring them last time because they kind of get torn apart in the rift field a little bit faster. They have to move at the same speed as the battle cruisers, unlike the Banshees, which can zip in and zip out. If these guys are following the battle cruisers, they're kind of stuck at that speed. So, okay, Void Rays, Carrier. Taking out the transports and the Phoenixes. Phoenixes are pretty useless, so don't worry about them too much. Alright, so there's the mothership. And I'm thinking what we might actually do. Let's see here. I'm thinking in order to get really close enough to the vault, because we want to deal with the mothership before we attack the vault. And in order to really do that effectively, we need to get a little bit closer. So we're going to take out this generator up here. Oh my goodness.
Is under attack.
Stupid High Templar. Get out of here. How are we doing at the bulwark? Okay, we lost a barracks. We're all right. They aren't going to be able to hit us that hard, so. Take out this rift field generator here. And we're just going to come back over this way and heal up with our science facilities. Destroy more buildings of theirs. It's going to slow down their production with every one we do. Oh, here comes the mothership, and I'm not... Okay. I'm not really ready to deal with that. I'm going to actually force my guys into the portal. This doesn't do any damage to them. It just kind of warps them out of existence for a few seconds. So actually, if like you get half of your guys or some of them in there, in my opinion, it's better to get to force all of them in there, and then you can, you know, you don't have some of them getting picked off or whatever, because they all come back out at about the same time. Okay, let's deal with some of these guys. Right. Like, see, that guy would have been killed on his own because he was so low health. These guys are all low health, so we're going to bring in our science facilities. And I keep trying to get them over there. This is the problem with the battle cruisers. They're so dang slow. So, alright, we'll get them healed up. It might take a little while. I wasn't quite expecting the encounter with the mothership or these High Templar. But we are about where we need to be now. We'll deal with the mothership if it comes around, and we have... How many battle cruisers do we have? 8. I know that the vault is stronger than a typical one of the rift fields. The rift fields can withstand 6 hits, so 8 times 300. Thinking we should... Yeah, we should be able to, if all of them Yamato can in the vault, if we just rush in and have them all do it, that would definitely be able to take it out. My only concern is if we lose one. I guess we can lose one, but if we lose too many, we don't really have the resources to come back from this, and we're all out of pair there. This could be it. And if we're not careful, this is going to be the end of it. Stupid High Templar. Die.
Base is under attack.
But we don't really have much other choice. So I'm thinking we're just going to have to kind of rush it and try and Yamada cannon the vault to death.
Yes, Commander.
Getting real tired of High Templar. Alright, come on, guys.
Base is under attack.
There we go.
All right, we're clear. Grab that thing and set a course to rendezvous with Valarian.
Hey, you boys gotta wake up. Raynor sold us out. I joined this outfit to fight the Dominion, not work for him.
Everybody simmer down. We trusted the commander before. We should trust him now.
You can't trust that drunk. Jim Raynor's nothing but a spineless coward.
You've been nothing but poison since you got on this crate.
That right? Pathetic. Only person you can trust is yourself. The sooner you peons figure that
Heard
out.
about enough of this.
You got 'em all fooled, don't you, Jimmy? But the first sign of trouble, you'll just duck and run. It's what you do, ain't it? Me, them, that pretty little girlfriend of yours.
Don't do something you're gonna regret, Tygus. Think he's right? I'm just gonna run out on you?
You got us working for the Dominion now, Commander. Taking us back to Char. It's like you're gone already.
This ain't about the Dominion. Our war's always been about saving lives. If the Zerg wipe everyone out, it's all been for nothing. So I'm going back to Char. If you're with me, it's your choice. Just like it's always been.
Now that's the commander I've been waiting on.
Satisfied?
Let's get back to work, boys.
I don't want to have this conversation again. And fix my damn jukebox.
everybody.